Hello everyone, Adam here from Three Cat Radio, and after about say 4 months, I'm finally back. And Happy New Year to everybody. And the first person I could only think of to start the new year off is Kaya. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm very tired, but I'm great.
I think that's the norm, to be honest, with a lot of
Yeah,
wrestlers. A lot of wrestlers seem to, well, yeah, you can actually imagine it
tired 24/7.
doesn't need to be said, does it?
I know.
Um, what have you been up to? I've heard you went to uni. Oh, you no, you finished uni, haven't you?
Yeah, so I've had an exam this week for uni, and now I'm off until, well, not I'm off next week, and then I'm back in the week after, thankfully, back into a routine. But yeah,
What we
it's
can
been
call a
pretty
routine.
well. Yeah, back to getting up in the morning and now at 2 p.m. So,
And all that lovely fun stuff of getting up at six
uh,
or seven in the morning. It's all the good stuff.
I was dead worried my first lecture was going to be at like 9 a.m. It's not. It's at like 11, thankfully,
Ah, it's not too
which
bad.
still isn't great for my sleeping pattern currently, but it's better than 9 a.m.
Yeah, yeah. Sleep is a bitch, especially for a wrestler.
Yeah.
Um, why don't we get cracking? Might sound like a bit of a generic question, but I enjoy asking it because it gives a little bit of an insight into the person I'm talking to. So, what was it that actually inspired you to step into the ring?
Actually, I get asked this question a lot. I genuinely, like, half the time, I don't know what to say because, like, I was like, dumb as it sounds, because like, everyone's like, oh, like, watched it as a kid and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I watched it as a kid and stuff, but like, um, when I was like growing up and stuff, my dad was like wrestling, and I'd go like around the country with him, like watching all these shows that he'd be on, like going like little me, like just backstage hanging out with all these people, and then if, this is gonna sound really bad, and if my dad watches this, I'm really sorry. I don't know what year they opened the school. I couldn't tell you to save a life, but 2000 and something.
I'm gonna send him this
Yeah. Oh,
personally.
go for it. He probably knows all this now. I don't think he knows what year it opened, but either way, they opened the school and like that was all happening, and it just kind of happened. You know what I mean? Like there was no like real fucking hell, I've got to get doing this. It just kind of happened, and I was like, all right. And then next thing I knew, I was debuting, and now I'm 21 and apparently still doing it. You know, it's still going. I haven't quit yet.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Um,
is the key word. There's always time.
well, yeah. I mean, it sounds organic. At least it sounded like it was like it.
Yeah,
At least it wasn't something like, oh, I can't be honest. At least it sounds organic that you just naturally went into something that
yeah, it just
clear that you're good at because you're
kind
still
of
doing
happened.
it.
Something's happened where I've ended up still doing it now at my age. I'm not even that old. That made me sound like I was referring to myself as dead old. I know I'm not. I'm a young spring chicken. But
I'm 29, so watch out with that one. I'm almost 30.
but like yeah, I don't know. Like growing up and stuff, I did dance for a while. I did like musical theatre in like primary school. I did a load of sports and stuff. Like I was on just about every sports team there was in primary school. Don't
Oh,
know why. I'm not that much of a sporty person. Like especially now. Like I was in like bottom set PE in secondary school. So
Fair enough.
But yeah, musical theatre, did horse riding for a bit, did gymnastics, there's a lot of dancing, obviously with the musical theatre and dancing separately. And then kind of flipped it all around and did wrestling instead.
Which I guess involves pretty much all of that, other than the horse riding.
I don't know,
Although
I've rode loads of balls.
I think there is,
That's gonna be my WrestleMania.
I think there is a niche for that, to be honest.
Exactly. But you know, it just kind of happened. And like I convinced myself that I was gonna grow up and be like a gymnast or like a dancer or something. And then I quit dancing because like I've got really bad knees.
Oh, same
And
here.
but then apparently wrestling's better for your knees. It's not better for your knees. But yeah,
I've got
now I'm
really bad
21.
knees. Let's
Yeah,
do wrestling and go.
yeah. Now 21, bad knees. Don't do any of the stuff that I grew up doing and thought I would do. And wrestling and yeah, I'm having a great time though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, as long as you're having a good time, that's all that
Yeah,
matters.
I'm living my best life, walking around, being just a girl.
It's all that matters, genuinely. I was I was talking to Jenny B on here a
Mm.
long time ago now.
Oh, I love Jenny B.
She's the
I
best.
met First time I met her, I was dead young, and then like I didn't see her for ages, and then I saw her. I think the first time I saw her again was like backstage at LWF.
Yes, probably.
Yeah, and I saw her again. I was like, oh my God, I've not seen you in ages. And she was like, you make me feel so old. I was like, wow, I'm not seen you since I was in like primary school, probably.
Really? Wow.
Maybe secondary school. I don't know.
She's
But
I absolutely I adore her. Her and Jack are
mm,
both absolutely wonderful. But
oh
I
God.
remember Jenny saying as long as she knows she had fun, she's happy with what happened, no
Yeah.
matter what. Like she's happy as long as she knows she had fun, and that's how it should be, really. I think people can get a bit too bogged down with the serious parts and
Yeah.
all that, but as long as you had fun, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit of fun. Like, I'm not being funny, but it's not like it's, I don't know, some sort of £10 million a year job, is it? You
Yeah.
got to enjoy it, haven't you?
You
Because
have to. It has to be a
you
passion in my eyes, like, or
you're
else you won't enjoy it.
getting beat up and battered at a weekend for a hot dog. You know what I
Hot dog,
mean?
hot dog and a handshake.
Yeah. I don't get paid in hot dogs, I'm vegetarian, but I
Oh,
get handshake. Handshake and a good job, kid. I'm like,
nice
thanks,
job, pal.
buddy. Yeah, exactly. If I
It
did
was
really good, I get a pat on the back.
oh,
I
oh.
know.
See, now that's
But,
special. There you go. Sod
yeah,
the money. That pat on the back. Oof,
I know.
we might get you again. Don't know.
I know. And when I've done really good, my dad turns around and goes, I'm proud of you. And I'm like, oh, God,
Glowing,
must have been good.
glowing. What the hell?
I know. 5-star review, that.
I mean, I'd be up for that. I mean, my mom says that a lot anyway, but like, yeah, if my mom or my brother says like good job, then that's
Yeah.
all I need. Tell myself it wasn't a thing, because I did cry after the first show. Told myself I wouldn't cry after the second, but so my brother came over and said that it was a really great show. I was just like hugged him, just bored. I was like, fuck's sake. It's probably got to be an annual thing, but
Oh,
you know what?
oh, that.
Fuck it.
Oh,
Fuck
that.
it.
I cry a lot, to be fair.
Wrestling's great. Fuck it.
Mm. I
Uh,
don't cry at things that I probably should cry at, though. I cry at videos of dogs on my TikTok
well, yeah.
or cute babies.
Dogs are the best. Everybody
Exactly.
should love dogs. We all love dogs. Dogs are the best.
Or
No,
pigs. I love pigs. I'm
we all,
obsessed with pigs.
You and my mum
Gen
would get on very well.
so is two of my pigs. And this is a podcast, right? And I'm probably gonna embarrass myself, but
Who
I just
cares?
don't care. Yeah. These are two of my pigs. Got another one here. These
You
are my
will not
three
be
pigs that stay
embarrassing
on my bed.
yourself because my mum, if she could have a
Shout,
miniature
shout
pig,
out
she'd have
shout
one.
out to Adam's mum right now.
She
But
like she already loves you to pieces.
oh, I
So
love her.
she'll love you even more now.
I love her. She's my mum now. But
She's got
yeah, I've
another
got these
daughter.
three pigs. I've got this pig that stays on my bedside table.
That is
It's a
that is
fluffy angel
incredible.
pig. I've got a pig vase with a little plant in it. I got a, like the rubber ducks that you put in a bath. I've got a pig one of them, but it's still a duck. It's great. Um, I've got loads of pig stuff in here. It's embarrassing. One that I'll grab my duck for you. Oh, look at this thing.
Oh, that's so cool. That is so cute.
Exactly. I told myself when I passed my driving test, it'd go in my car. Not pass my driving test, but yeah, you'd think I would have had passed my driving test. I've had a car since I was 17. I've got given it for my birthday, but not passed it.
I
It's all
mean,
right.
you say you're embarrassing yourself. Like off screen here, I have a load of Pokemon Plus sitting cuties. I
Oh no, that is
have
bad. That's embarrassing.
penguins. Oh, I don't care. I will admit that. I have penguins up the wazoo everywhere. Penguins are my favorite animals. I have Funko Pops everywhere. Tiny miniature. My brother got me a an advent calendar, and
Mm.
every single one was a miniature Funko of a Pokemon. So
Oh,
yeah, you think you're embarrassing yourself? Yeah, off camera. Trust me, there's a wide array of stuff that could incriminate me, not incriminate, but embarrass me.
wrong choice of
So
words.
wrong choice of words there. Might cut that one out. Comedic effect. Why not? Let's keep it. Make it a door blasted down, but who knows? UK Radio gets cancelled again.
Again.
Don't know what happened the first time, but I don't know. I'm just chatting shit. I'm gonna stop chatting shit though. Um, probably good to stop. Anyway, podcast. Let's get back on track. You have a different entrance to what a lot of people do. I'm very curious where like the idea came from with the towel over the head and the gumshoe and things like that.
So obviously, just at me as a person, I'm quite pink, quite girly. My entire room's pretty pink. Obviously can't paint the walls because I rent this place. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not paying that fine, but there is a lot of pink stuff, and just I'm I'm just that kind of girl. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. Um, so and then I don't know. Um, there was like a lot of, oh, you can't be like this um fun lovey thing. There's got to be something about you, you know. There's got to be something about you that's like a bit more real because you're a wrestler. You're meant to be believable that you could maybe win. And I was like, in all honesty, right, this is gonna make me sound like a proper knobhead. Can I say that?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, it makes me sound like a proper knobhead. But I was just kind of like, don't tell me what to do. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No,
Don't tell me what to do. So
that
then,
doesn't make you sound like a novice at all. No.
exactly, like, like I do really like more of this, like more serious wrestling. I do watch it, but that's just not me as a person. I'm not gonna like lie to people. I'm not that kind of person. I can't pretend to be that kind of person. So it's basically me just kind of taking the piss a bit, towel over the head, or sometimes the towel goes here, Samoa Joe it up, gum shield in, make me look like a shooter. And to be fair, the gum shield I didn't originally have. The gum shield comes from I bust my lip open and like my tooth went straight through my lip. Genuinely, about 30 seconds into a match, it was quite funny looking back now, but it was blood everywhere, and like I've still got a scar there. And like
Jesus
most people don't
Christ.
notice it, but I notice it, and I get really insecure over it. I like proper wind my head over it. But like, yeah, and then my boyfriend made me get a gum shield. He like ordered one for me and was like, "No, you're gonna wear it. We're gonna mold it to your face, and you're gonna have to start wearing it." All right then. But now I'm like, you know what? Just fully own it. Gum shield, towel. I'm a shooter. I'm a dead serious wrestler. Go at me. I'm not. I'm in bright pink, and I come out to just a girl, by no doubt. There's nothing serious about me.
I do
Apart
love
from
your
my
sound choice.
exactly. Only serious thing about me is I hit people dead hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
and I've
yeah,
you I've always I've learned a while back to take advice from the right people, and you
mm,
you don't get a lot of people, be it in wrestling or promoting or whatever. There'll always be people be like, "Oh, you should do it this way,
definitely.
you should do it that way." But like,
Yeah,
take advice from the right people and do what you believe is the right thing and do your thing because you are different. In my eyes,
yeah,
anyway, you are different.
exactly.
So
Like, like once again, like I said, like I don't mind watching like all these like serious, like really beefy wrestling guys that are like dead serious and hit people dead hard. Like I quite enjoy it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
But like I said, I do think that like the people that do it and like do it great, like heads down, not heads down to them. I don't know what the phrase is now. You know what I mean? But like, you know, um, and if I did that, it'd just be dead boring because I'm not like that. I just like I smile a lot and like when I get nervous or don't know what to do or anything, I give it a little woo. And like, can you imagine me being dead serious? And then mid match I just go, whoa. And then I'm back to being dead serious. No. So I'm not gonna like pretend I'm dead serious. I'll just put my towel on, put my gum shield in. Like I'm a shooter, Samoa Joe, whatever. And be pink and pretty and happy.
it
Like
stands
I
out. It's you play to your strengths, and
exactly.
to be
And
perfectly
my
honest,
strength,
that can be very difficult.
yeah, my strength, pink.
There
Being
you
a
go.
girl, being just a girl,
There you go. I mean, it
pink.
playing to your strengths can actually be very difficult because from what I've seen in certain training sessions and promo classes and things
Mm,
like that, people I've been victim to this myself can want to be one thing when their strength is another thing,
yeah,
and it's about finding it. But you found it. You know
yeah.
your strength. So
I'm a
whoever's
princess.
saying like, "Oh, you need to be this," need to oh, fuck them.
Yeah,
No,
exactly. But I'm a princess. All right. I admit I'm a pink princess. Like, and you know, if someone was gonna offer me a grand and be like, can you just be this? Can you just be that serious for once? Maybe not a grand with my bank account, maybe 50 quid. You know what I mean? A fiver or a meal deal.
it's
But
got me a
like,
deal.
yeah, they've gone up in price. I'll have to accept one of them for free.
Yeah, probably.
um,
You said a five, but it'd probably be more to be honest.
uh, but like, yeah, if someone offered me one of them for free and was like, if it was just like a one-time thing, like, oh, can you be just serious for this one thing? Like, I could be serious for that one thing. I don't want to do it all the time. Do you know what I mean? Not my thing. Like, I'm not much of a talker, like promos and stuff.
Hmm.
I'm more of a one-liner. Say
That's
one
just
thing.
different
Everyone's
form
like,
of
yeah,
comedy.
fair enough.
Yeah,
Exactly.
those are
Right.
different
I'm
forms
not
of
gonna.
comedy. And well,
Exactly.
as long as you know
Well,
what you're doing, then there's nothing wrong, really.
hmm,
And
talking of meal deals, I had one of them premium meal deals the other day.
oh,
I know, the £5 expensive ones. Felt rich. I had
look at the one
pesto
talking to
pasta.
her. Look at the one talking to her.
I know, that pesto pasta pot, Tesco thing, like the big one, mozzarella in. I had, what drink did I have with it?
Don't know.
I
What
don't
drink
know.
did you
I
have
think
with it?
I either had a Monster or a smoothie with it. It was either the pink Monster or the energized smoothie. It was one of them.
Of course, it's the pink monster.
Yeah, that pink Monster, that strawberry Monster. Mwah,
Oh, the strawberry
stunning.
one.
Mwah, yeah. Mwah,
Strawberry one's decent.
mwah.
It's decent. It's good.
No, mwah. It's stunning. That work of art. Bow down to it. Oh, honestly,
Blue mango one for me. That's best.
so good. And then, oh, what was my sweet treat? Because I'm sorry, if you get a savoury snack, grow up. You've got to get a sweet treat. Right. Pack of crisps, no thank you. Sweet treat. I think I got a lint bar
I am so tempted to clip that. Grow
or
up.
yeah, grow up. I either got a lint bar or I found this out the other day. You know
Oh,
the little packets of Kinder bars. They're in the meal deal. That's multiple sweet treats
I love
with
Kinder.
pasta
I love Kinder.
and a drink for a fiver or £4, £3, however much a normal meal deal is. But
I don't go with that. I don't
oh,
go there enough to know.
that's my number one life hack. That is, if you can take any bit of advice from this right here, get the bar multi pack of Kinders in your meal deal.
There you
Yeah,
go. Life
you're
hacks with
welcome.
Kaya.
You're welcome. That's the end of the podcast. You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
See you next time, everyone. Bye. Oh, the credits just come down. Adam Kaya. Adam Kaya. Adam Kaya.
Yeah. Affiliated with Tesco.
I might have to do. I might have to do it with a case, or I'll get a lawsuit.
That sounds like a you problem, not me.
So I love how you knew the reference though.
No, I'm just a girl. I do all.
I wonder if I put affiliated with Tesco, how long it would take for them to notice. With the reach I have, probably not. Like, probably wouldn't notice. But maybe I'm being
I'll send them a
pessimistic.
text on Twitter. Hi
Proper
Tesco, you're right.
rat me out.
Yeah.
There's this
Hi Tesco, you're
podcast
right.
out there.
Do you know my mate Adam? Yeah. Let me tell you something about him.
Oh mate, I am so tempted. You've tempted me. Like
Oh
just make
no.
my banner just Tesco.
God, I love Tesco. As soon as Tesco unwrapped or whatever it was came out, I was straight on that.
I
That's
mean,
better than Spotify wrapped
we need
and my
more
Nectar
wrapped.
card wrapped.
We need more wrapped stuff.
Oh,
At the end of the year, we need more wrapped.
so my Nectar card wrapped thing came out today.
I didn't know there was an Epicard wrapped.
There is. I was number 7 buyer in. I've just told everyone where I live.
Yeah.
Let's put a beep there.
Do you want me to cut that?
Just put a beep over there. I think a beep's funnier. I was number 7 buyer in Beep to Out Town.
You found.
Of you know them, you know them, like flapjack things that come in like the slightly cardboardy packaging, and they're always at the meal deal bit, but it's like on the healthy side of the meal deal bit. I can't remember what they're called. but they're dead nice.
I must admit, I'm not much of a murder guy because just I don't go there
Grays,
enough.
that's the one. I got a screenshot of them. These things,
Oh yeah, 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 Grace, yeah.
yeah. Number seven buyer of them in my beeped out town. They're
Yeah,
so good.
that's the thing now. That's not being
Mm.
forgotten now. I need to
They're
download the beep.
I can make a beeping noise if you want.
That actually might be better than downloading a beep.
God,
Oh dear me.
that's funny.
First podcast of the year. It's gone off to we've got Beep
That's
Town.
just the thing. That's the just thing I do. So I can't even speak now. That's just the thing I do. I
I'm
don't
more
think
than
before
happy
I
with it.
speak sometimes.
Oh, same here. Same here. I literally just said incriminated about 5 minutes ago, so neither do I. Don't know what the fuck I was chatting about.
God.
Oh well, fuck it. Um in Beep Town. Fucking hell. Yes. Right. That's that for someone who severely has terrible memory, that is being stored right there and not fucking leaving.
Great, can't wait. Okay, where are you based there? Beeped out down.
That is cool. I'm very tempted to put that on the thumbnail or the title.
Yeah,
Based in Beat Town.
that is me. Nobody's finding out where I live. Give you a clue. Nottingham. Me and Gabe Kidd.
if you
Joking. Me and
if,
I wish
if you
me and Gabe Kidd
go on
were.
Nottingham on Google Maps and type in Beat Town, there you go.
Yeah, double 151.
I have to
But you
remember.
do.
I'm really gonna have to remember to beat that. I'm gonna edit this as soon as we're done, just so I remember to fucking beat that thing.
That's so funny though. Because I've actually had fans come up to me in town because obviously I wrestle near there sometimes.
Mm.
And fans come up to me like, "Hi, I didn't know you lived here," and I'm like, "Oh, leave me alone. I don't live here. I'm on holiday,
I'm visiting,
uh,
visiting a friend.
visiting this horrible little town."
I'm not saying anything bad about Wigan on my podcast. Uh, it's
Don't
all
get me
right.
started on Wigan.
People already know I live in Wigan, so it's perfectly fine anyway. And don't you start on Wigan, eh?
Oh God, Wigan.
Don't you start.
I was about to say, have I been to Wigan? Of course, I've been to Wigan.
Twice at least.
Yeah,
I mean, you, you'd have to an influence because the first time I saw you was at the LWS show you did,
oh yeah.
and you've now been on both of my shows.
Uh,
So
now the number one Kiya fan, aren't you? Who wouldn't
I
be?
mean, yeah, fair, fair.
I'm funny. I'm pink. Come out to no doubt. What's not to love?
I mean, yeah, you put it that way, like you
Yeah,
can't not enjoy someone that comes out to No Doubt. Come on,
exactly. The
No Doubt's
wrestling might be
banging.
questionable, but the no doubt.
The
The entrance
wrestling
is
is
what matters.
hilarious. The wrestling is absolutely hilarious. I mean, I need to go into the mind of you and Jack because that
Oh
match
God.
was, especially on commentary, was hilarious.
Oh, we watched it back with the comms. Unless we're keeping kayfabe and we didn't watch it back together, we watched it back separately. Um,
The
but
bitter
yeah,
enemies.
oh, enemies hate each other. Let me cover this picture of us. But yeah, we watched that back, and oh my God, it was great. Like, like with the comms as well, when you guys started whispering,
I,
it was so funny. Honestly, one of my favorite matches I had last year, I think.
really?
Genuinely, yeah. Like, obviously, me and Jack are around each other a lot.
Hmm.
God knows why, you
Yeah,
know.
can't
But
can't
just
fathom it.
run into each other a lot,
Yeah,
apparently.
but he
But
lives close to Beep Town as well.
yeah, he does. No, he's a proud Stokey.
Oh,
But yeah, like obviously we spend a lot of time together. We've like trained together a couple of times. I say a couple of times, more than a couple of times, but yeah, and obviously like we always like joke about like having a match together and stuff. And then it actually did happen, and we were like, "What are we gonna do then?"
was
And
was
like,
was that the first time you two had wrestled each other?
no. So the first time we had actually wrestled each other was just when like lockdown restrictions were like coming up again,
Oh,
and
okay.
like you're allowed to start doing stuff. So there was a what are they called? You know, like them. Is it a fair? Like outdoors, there's all the stands and there's things to do and
Yeah, yeah, fair, yeah.
rides and whatever. One of them things.
Like fairground sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like just in a park in Lincoln, I think it was. And yeah, so we were there and first matches back after lockdown. I was meant to have a match before this after lockdown, but I didn't because oh my God, I'll tell you the story later. But yeah, I didn't end up having that match. And yeah, so it was just outside at a fair, and like neither of us were very good at that point. We were both like however many years younger. I don't know how long ago lockdown was now. Like,
5.
yeah, so we would
Nope.
have been
Yeah, 5.
like, what year is it now? 2025. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was that many years ago. How many years ago? Yeah, but yeah, we had that match. And it was all right to be fair. Like, I think it was the first time he'd met my dad as well, which
Ooh,
was
that's a
which is
big one.
something. Yeah, but it might not have been the first time he met my dad, but it's around the first time. But yeah, we had that match outdoors. Got changed in the back of a van. Um, planned and talked through the match behind the van. Did some training before the show, which is just in the ring in front of everyone. All these kids were watching. And then we had, oh, what was it? I can't remember the exact order. It was something like we had like a rumble or something all together. Like there's like six of us there, maybe less. Had like a 6-person rumble. And then we had a couple matches between us, and me and Jack ended up having a match there. It was all right, you know, like considering we were both like quite young and weren't that good. I say
Well,
weren't that good. He was still great then.
you gotta
But
start somewhere, don't you?
yeah, but yeah, that was our first match together. And then like the one at your show, the other one was like I don't. Oh, we have wrestled a couple of times. We've been in like multi-man matches together since then. You know what I mean? And like we tagged together once, maybe twice. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Some amount of times, and have been in multi-mans together. And yeah, that was like the first proper singles match we've had since that fair one, you know.
Oh,
But it was fun.
I,
We had a great time.
I, oh, I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm really glad it looked like it.
Oh,
Like
it was so
it,
fun.
it was creative. It was really creative, and I actually
It was something.
genuinely I enjoyed it so much. That bit, I enjoyed the match a lot. I enjoyed calling it. Of course, like we had to whisper. We had
Mm.
to obviously we had to keep quiet. We don't want to blow your cover or anything. And then we
Oh, that
watched
bit was so funny. It got such a good reaction from the crowd as well. I was like, oh my God.
they genuinely did. It was the crowd were legit invested in all of that. I was like, this is
I
brilliant.
know.
I loved it. I loved that
God.
and the Big Show spot in the Rumble. Because I was at Clash's house the other, like, for New Year's, and they were showing each other like videos of like different things. And I think it was Clash who brought up that spot of you just like that. It
Oh
was
God.
epic.
Don't. Like, my thing with like rumbles, like a rumble is never like some big serious thing on the indies anyway. Let's be real. Like, if it's being taken a bit more seriously, then sound. But like, you know, I love taking the piss
Yeah.
in wrestling sometimes. Like, because nine about 90% of the time backstage, probably more than 90% of the time, I'm the smallest person backstage. Shortest, smallest, everything. That is me. And like, there's always like the big men being like, oh, well, yeah, I'll do this and I'll eliminate her, I'll gorilla press you up, whatever. I'm like, why do you guys get to do them kind of spots? I don't want to do all this running around and jumping. I want to do what you guys do because it looks so much easier just going, ah, biff, 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 than running around doing all this. I want to do that. Wow, biff, biff. So if the opportunity arises, I love just being like, I'll be the big man. Don't you worry, guys.
Yeah,
I've got it.
yeah, and fans love that sort of stuff.
Exactly. And then like a whole gimmick came up with it. Like I started getting announced as like 7 foot tall and stuff. I was like, all right then.
Yeah,
All because I was deciding I was going to be a bit funny
I mean, yeah, exactly.
and possibly annoy some people.
Well, that's a fun byproduct of it all.
Yeah, so
Wait, there was that spot, and then the one where you and the brand were just stood. You were given the brand a word for quite a
uh,
while.
I had a long conversation with them. So I was
And in the
genuinely, I was
background, you
stood,
just get Jack Barron over and decades
yeah.
back.
I remember I was stood there with them and I was like talking and I was chatting so much rubbish. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what I said. It was pure rubbish. And I was like, I wonder how long I can have these two idiots stood here with just me talking before it gets too awkward and like someone's gonna have to hit someone. So yeah, I was just stood there talking for ages and I was like, God, isn't this great? You two look like right idiots right now. Because I could eliminate you both like this. But now it was I had a great time. No offense to them, they're great people, they're great lads, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And
they
like
are.
it's just the laugh, I don't think they're idiots at all.
I
Love
love
you
the
but
brand.
love you both. But like yeah, I was just like I could carry on talking forever. We could be the last three people in this rumble because I've stood here and talked to you two for however long this rumble is.
The other two, if you kept them on going with the split, are they going to do anything?
Yeah, I was not gonna do anything.
But I think that Wayne got drop kicked in the corner 3 times in the time that you're talking. I'm not
That's
certain.
so funny.
he,
That is so funny. And
he's,
like
he was
I
talking to me
genuinely,
afterwards. He's like saying, it's like, I was kept getting kicked by Jack.
honestly, I was like stood there talking. I was like, I wonder if like I talk here for long enough that one of these other people in the rumble is gonna come and do something.
It's
But
there
then like
to
I was
it.
I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's carry on with stuff now. Let's carry on to rumbling.
And JD just tumbles out of the ring.
Uh,
He, he full on
yeah,
went for that tumble as well. He committed so hard
I
for him.
know. Good on him. I
Honestly,
couldn't do that.
that it is quite scary how high he can jump and how fast he can go. Like,
I know.
do you remember the Paul London spot where he ran in, slid straight through the ring and fell out the other side?
Yeah.
I think JD could do that. I genuinely think
Oh
he
god.
could. Like he's like that, and it scares me sometimes how high he can actually jump. He's a
My days.
it's
I
mad.
can't relate. I wish I could. I can't.
I'm not looking
These
I.
these little legs weren't built for that. But built for jumping. I've got legs for not jumping.
Nothing came then, did it?
No.
I
She's got
was
short little. She's got short stubby legs, so don't know what else I can do.
so was Jenny, but she's great.
Yeah, she's meant.
Um,
I'm I'm not Jenny. Wish I were, but
nah, you're just a girl.
I'm just a girl. What can I say? These legs were made for walk into a shop, get a sweet treat, walking back home, and sitting in bed and watching Netflix.
That genuinely sounds like a plan. I can't. I've
Oh,
got a new laptop, and it might sound ridiculous, but there is a reason considering I've got this. But there is a reason. But I can't go on Netflix. It won't let me sign in on my Netflix, and I'm fuming.
oh my God. I
It
couldn't
means
deal with
going
that.
from here to signing on to go on Netflix here, and that's just too much of a bother. Especially when you're snuggled up in there. It's bloody -2, and you're there like, this might as well be from the bed to Sweden because I ain't doing it. I am too good.
Oh, dude. So anyone that follows me on TikTok, not that you should follow me on TikTok, but I'm such an iPad girly. Like I've obviously got my laptop for all my uni work and stuff.
Yeah,
Like I work so much easier on a laptop. I work better actually writing, but everything has to be online nowadays.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I have
yeah, I'm such an
horrendous
iPad
handwriting.
girly. Like here's the
Yeah,
iPad. She's
yeah,
well
come on.
loved. Look how horrible and dirty that case is.
You,
But I
the more you show, the
honestly,
more you relate to my mom. It's unreal. My mom's an iPad girl.
uh, I'm such an iPad girl. Like, it's got my Netflix on, it's got my Disney on, it's got all these other streaming apps on. Used to have the WWE network on. Rest in peace.
Rest in
And that.
peace.
Got all
It is
my iPad
so
games on it.
weird. I was on. It wouldn't allow me to watch the Netflix premiere because it
Really?
literally I'd click on it and it was show 3 seconds of and that's it. And then be like, the
No.
next one is on the 14th. I know because this one is on the 7th. Please, can I watch it? It
SmackDown's
took
on.
ages.
Is SmackDown on tonight?
It's on the network, in it? On USA
No, it's on
Network.
Netflix.
SmackDown's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Thought it was on
I was
USA
looking
Network.
January 10th, 1 a.m. 2025. So I'm looking right now.
Okay,
And
that's sick. If Netflix is on,
I know what I'm doing tonight.
if SmackDown's on Netflix, then I'm buzzing. I am
Oh,
buzzing with that. This is gonna be such a strange
and
year.
NXT.
This is
What
so
is
weird.
on here?
This is so weird.
Oh my God.
Breaking news coming to you uploaded on Tuesday.
I've got to turn my reminder on for that. I don't know, I've got to turn my reminder on. It's on tonight. But anyway, I'm such an iPad girly. Netflix, streaming, all my iPad games. Currently, I am playing Good Pizza, Great Pizza.
Can't say I've heard of it.
Get it? Such a good game. You make pizzas.
I had an idea.
Yeah, you make pizzas, and there's lots of levels and the storyline to it. You got to defeat the last level I just completed because there's a new level being released soon. But the last level I just completed, you had to defeat Julius Caesar,
Oh my lord, that
and
is
I
a
defeated him.
pun. That is a pun that Steve Grimshaw would eat up. See what I said
But
there?
yeah,
See what I did there? Eat up?
that was so bad.
I am ashamed.
That needs cutting out. That was awful.
I am
You just
ashamed
lost all your
of
viewers.
everything that I have stood for in my life.
But yeah, good pizza, great pizza. Love it. 10 out of 10 game. Highly recommend. There you go, my two pieces of advice in your meal deal. Get the multi-pack of Kinders and play good pizza, great pizza.
I mean, why
That's
why aren't you subscribing to like you've
honestly,
got fountains of knowledge?
it's genuinely the only reason I have one of them pen things. This isn't an
Well,
actual Apple pen.
like a
I'm not that
stylus.
rich. Yeah, this is an Amazon Apple pen. So it's not really an Apple pen. It's a pink Amazon one.
Pink? No.
But
No,
yeah,
pink.
I know,
Can't
crazy, right?
imagine it.
But yeah, only reason I have a pen isn't for work and stuff. It's so I can play my games.
It used to look so official, and you're like, nah, I just want to put pizzas with it.
So sometimes I will do work with it. Like if I'm traveling light and I've got work to do, like it does make writing things easier, and like I can highlight stuff with it on
Yeah.
mid notes app and whatever. But it's
Uh,
mainly for the games.
I mean, well, yeah, it's always for the
I,
games.
I know. I love iPad games. Oh, what is it? Block Blast. Oh,
I've
don't
heard of
get me
that.
started on Block Blast.
I have seen Black Blast before.
So good.
Is that
Heyday
do
is
I play
another
that?
one.
I don't know if I play that. Oh well.
Get on Heyday.
Hey, oh, is that the farming one?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
I've just leveled up to level 54.
I don't know if that's the flex you think it is.
That's not that high to be fair. Like there's other people on there. I'm in, like Clash of Clans, I have a clan.
Yeah,
You basically got the equivalent of that, but farms. And in my little farm group, there's people on like level 200 and something.
Jesus.
And I feel so pathetic. I need to start
You need to up your game.
into up my game, yeah.
You need to be you need to be growing those carrots.
But God, the Heyday, I love it. Play it every day. During Christmas, they had an advent calendar going on. Open that every day. God, shout out
So,
to iPad games for real.
shout out to Hayden.
Shout out to Heyday. Shout out to Block Blast. Shout out to Good Pizza, Great Pizza.
Just all I'm imagining now is an Italian farm. Like the farm in one side and an Italian cuisine on the other.
Oh God,
I think that
love
would
it.
make bank.
10 out of 10.
I'm not good with names, but the concepts though.
There's some
It's like the concepts all you need. I'll leave the bloody ideas for people who actually know what to do. So with any form of games online, if it requires you to create a name, I'm just like, oh, for God's sake, I'm so bad with names. And you just like, oh, do I create something funny? Do I do this? Do I just go basic? Do I? And then you just stood there for about half an hour to an hour trying to think of a name.
I just use my name. I'm not that creative. I just use my name.
So yeah, that's usually what I do.
Mm,
It's usually what I do because I can't be bothered. We're just trying to create. It's like people have these ideas that it's cool. I'm just like, oh, nah, I'm not that
yeah,
creative.
don't do that.
Nah.
Some people put so much thought into it, and
If
I don't
you
care about the name. I just want to play the game.
if you put me into wrestling, like then I've got creative duties for days. Like okay, my fantasy booking brain goes
Mm.
haywire all day long. But anything outside of that, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just gone. Like anything outside of wrestling, yeah, no. Mm-mm.
No.
I'm not creative. I take way too long to create names for things, which is why I'm very happy 2K have the pre-announced names, so I can just go on there and pick those two go well together. Boom, that's you.
I didn't know they had that, to be fair. I've not played 2K in years.
It's so they can, ring announce you. So,
Mm.
but they don't have like most base some of the most basic names, but they have the most ludicrous name, and you're
Oh.
like I remember I forgot which one it was. It had Lana in it, who used to be
Mm.
with Rusev. But when creating a wrestler, they didn't have the ring announced. They didn't have Lana ring announced to create a
Oh.
wrestler, but they had Lana the wrestler from WWE in the game. I was like, how? I think that was a bit of an oversight on them. So it was very strange. I don't know. I mean, it's 2K, so yeah, they
Mm.
usually just get used to it by the end. But I saw something very, very interesting and very unique, and something I really, really, really need to know about
Oh God.
is the sleepover that went wrong in the match between you and Luca. And
Oh my God.
need to know about that because that looked like the most hilarious, just incredible things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God. First off, shout out to Luca Romeo. Um,
Yes.
so I honestly couldn't tell you what happened. Um, so it was at Win, I believe, and we were booked to have this match. And we were joking, being like, oh my God, let's have a death match. We're so cool. Let's have a death match. Let's have a hardcore match. And then Luca messaged me and was like, yeah, so we're doing this, aren't we? And I was like, what do you mean are we doing this? And he was like, well, we're obviously not doing a hardcore match, are we? We'll like the princess rules, girly rules, something like that. And I was like, Mr. Luca, Romeo, I love you. And like I was like, I can't tell whether this is a serious thing that's happening or we're just gonna get there and we're gonna have a normal match. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But got there, ring set up and everything, and everyone there. There was loads of like odd matches happening. Honestly, like I
It
couldn't tell
sounds
you
like a
all of
very fun
them.
event.
It was mental. So we get there, and then we go we go like round shopping. We buy matching PJs. We buy all these sweets. We buy one of them horses on a stick called. Like, we buy
Oh,
kids.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? One of them things.
Sort of pinata sort of things.
Yeah, Lucas bought
Yeah.
his pillows. Um, honestly, so much going on. He bought a hair dryer and straightener, something like that. Oh my God. And then didn't know what was happening. Like the match happened, I guess. It like Luca is diabetic, right? Um
Oh Lord. When that laughter
oh,
starts.
so shout out to diabetes. Um we we were throwing sweets at each other and I was like, this is a death match. He's diabetic, you know. And then I shoved a bunch of sweets in his mouth.
A literal death match.
Yeah, death match, what can I say? That would call me. Um, but yeah, there was so much going on. Like, like the chair spot people were doing, like hardcore match and stuff, where they swing and duck and swing and the other one ducks, and then they both hit each other with the chairs. We did that
Yeah.
with pillows. And then the music guy kept playing lullaby songs. And because obviously we're at the sleepover and we're in our PJs and we're ready for bed, we're just having a sleepover death match. Um, so the music guy keeps playing these lullabies, and then me and Luca get sleepy. Throughout this whole thing, they must have played it like 3, 4 times,
Oh
and then
my
he plays
God.
it for a long time. And then the music guy who's playing these lullabies, he sneaks in and comes and pins us both because he sent us both to sleep.
That is beautiful. That's absolutely
Honestly,
perfect.
and I think I love Luca. He's like genuinely one of my best mates in this business. I love him so much. But like, I think that was a really pivotal point in our friendship.
Can imagine. I
Yeah,
can imagine.
all this, he trusted me enough to feed him a load of sweets
Yeah,
and nearly
that
kill him.
as a diabetic, that is genuine either trust or masochism. I can't be. I don't know which one
Yeah.
it is.
And then, yeah, it was something. And honestly, I don't even know what to tell you. Our sleepover match was something we were speaking about it the other day, actually, as well. And he was like, it was such an odd match, and like, what actually happened? We were both like, I don't know, it happened. And it was fun. We had a great time. And now we've got matching PJs because me and Luke Romeo, the girlies, pop off. But oh my God,
I
what
love
a
the
match.
indies. I,
I honestly, that's what I mean. Let's not take wrestling too seriously. I wrestled
yes.
in, me and Luca wrestled in matching PJs with pillows and sweeties.
It is. I
Oh,
I remember watching a hardcore match in Future Shock. It was Holly Barlow and Lana Austin versus Alexis Falcon and Tonga.
mm,
And Thumbtacks. Well, they didn't get
mm.
them out. They got Haribo's, and then they landed on
Yeah,
the Haribo's and acted as if it was the most painful thing in the
I
world.
love that.
And
I love that kind of thing.
Holly came out as hardcore Holly, and like there was a saw backstage for some reason, so she just got this like hacksaw thing, and you had like a bin, like a trash can bin, and
Yeah,
in the entrance she gets it out like that. And then Lana's like, oh no, no, we're gonna put that backstage, no. And she had it drawn of her with the saw. And I've got it up there,
oh, that's amazing.
and
Like,
I love
I,
silly bollocks. I love silly things in wrestling because it
I
reminds you
think it,
that you can take it lightly.
mm, like, I think it stemmed from because, like, a few weeks before that, I was like, yeah, I've never had a hardcore match. I think it's something that I'd want to do. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But I'd never had one. And then me and Luca were having a softcore match with pillows, not taking anything seriously, having a sleepover, getting put to sleep by lullabies. Had a rocking horse, not a rocking horse, a horse stick, whatever it's called.
I, I,
But yeah,
I, I came across it and I was like, that's something that you're not gonna scroll past it. Yeah,
I know.
that's something you gotta look at and think, what the fuck was that? And then go, I wish I was there to see whatever that was.
I
Because
know.
I do wish I was there to see whatever that was.
We had such a like backstage. We were getting pictures done as well, and like the pictures are up on my Instagram, and like it was so funny, and everyone was like, "Oh, like, don't you think it's a bit weird that like you and Luca are having pictures cuddling like you're in bed?" And we were like, "No, because it's a laugh." Like if you're that bothered, my boyfriend was holding up one of the pillows behind us. Like we had a great time. We were having a laugh. Like nothing was being taken seriously that day. We had a great time, and I don't think I would have had it with anyone else. My first death match.
Oh my Lord, I wish I could have seen it live. I've
Oh,
seen a legitimate like full on death match live, and it is a fucking
oh, don't.
spectacle. It is a
I.
spectacle.
It makes me feel sick.
I'm not a
Like
deathmatch guy.
good, good on that. Like everyone enjoys their own form of wrestling.
Of
Like I'm
course,
not
yeah,
gonna, I'm not gonna
yeah,
shit on other people's wrestling styles. You know what I
completely
mean?
agree. Completely agree.
Pers Personally, it's not for me. It makes me feel ill.
Hmm. I think a lot of
Like
them like I feel I could not. I couldn't do it. I
no,
Watching it live was different because like it was it was so funny.
so
It was at Extreme
when
Fields TNT, and it's the main event
oh,
after like an 8 hour event, TNT Extreme
oh,
Fields 2019. And
yeah,
I had it was a Clash, Kelly Van Ness and Harley Hudson, and they're all shit faced, absolutely just full on drunk. And Dynamite Lee comes out,
oh
and
god,
Kelly Van Ness runs forward to like an inch of the ring, going, "Yes!" I was like, I've never
Dynamite
seen
Lee,
these
what an
people
icon.
drunk in my life. And then you get the death match, and it wasn't Dynamite Lee in the death match, but it was two people I forget the name of because I was too enamored by the drunk people and the death match, and then turning around to the people at the bar and going, "You've probably never seen something like this before, have you?" No. But yeah,
Oh my days.
shout outs to Dynamite Lee though.
Shout out to Dynamite Lee. Light the fuse.
Like the fuse indeed. Haven't seen that guy in
Mm.
a long time. He's a great lad.
What I've always said. Shout out to Deathmatch Wrestling.
Shout out to Deathmatch Wrestling.
Shout out to me. Shout
Oh,
out
of
to
course.
shout out to Tesco Meal Deal.
Yes. I think the thing that's gotten over most in this podcast is the Tesco Media
I know.
deals.
I'll put over Tesco Meal Deals till the day I die, honestly. What a iconic piece of British culture.
Yeah, yeah, I'd agree on that one actually. I
Mm.
don't get them a lot, but they are an iconic piece of British culture.
I
Although I
live
did
off
go to
them
my first
sometimes.
7-Eleven in Sweden,
Mm.
but I just thought I'd put that one out there. I've never been to a 7-Eleven before until I went to Sweden, and they had a deal for two hot dogs for the price of one. So my morning consisted of getting a rosé monster and two hot dogs. Okay, that would get me ready for
Shout
the
out to
day.
2 for 1 hot dogs
Oh, they
for
were beautiful. Oh my God. Oh, there's
yeah.
a Croatian lad who told me about the deal. And then I walked in and there was a massive fuck off sign, like advertising. I'm like,
Oh my god.
oh, I needed telling about that when I could have just, looked up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's mhm. That's how observant I am.
No. Honestly, I sometimes live off meal deals. Like I can cook and everything. Like I'll cook during the week and stuff, but like when I'm traveling a lot, I like forget to meal prep. I'm really bad for that.
I can imagine.
Like
I've tried it before.
I'm so
It
bad.
is a nightmare.
Like when I'm actually like, you know, in the zone, not in the zone, that makes me sound like such a knobhead. But like when my head's actually with it and like I can sort through all my stuff and like actually get my life in some sort of order. Like I can meal prep, I could do everything. I'm the most organized person in the world. But that's only like 10% of the time. The other 90% of the time, I'll just get a meal deal and I live off them.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I
I
love a good meal deal.
I
Can't have to
my
Tesco meal deal.
appetite. I need a better appetite. I need to eat.
Mm.
That's my issue. I don't eat. Well,
Like especially like when traveling in those, like I almost like forget to eat because I get so busy with doing everything and
I
I
can
don't think
imagine.
straight. And like, and then it gets to like, it's after the show, we're driving home, I'm like, I am eating today. Or like, I've had breakfast today and that's it. Because after breakfast, I had to brush my teeth and go.
Oh,
You
I
know
have
what
to
I
think
mean?
that
But
after at English English words would help at this
uh,
moment. At shows like show days, depending on when we wake up and actually want to go, it's a matter of having breakfast beforehand or stopping off at the petrol station to get a double Mars almond Snickers bar and a Monster.
mm,
That's we it's that's few and far between on the weekends for us, and
mhm.
then order out when I went out when we get home because it's late as hell and we can't be asked cooking.
Me and uh, Jack used to have this thing. It wasn't a thing, it's not like some big deal. But like, the the way like we used to do things is we'd get back from shows, like I'd go back to his after a few, especially the ones that were near his place. And basically it was the same thing every single time. We'd get back to his when we're about 5 minutes away, we order a takeaway from the kebab place near him and we both get some form of pizza and sometimes he got a kebab
Mm.
and sometimes he got a kebab pizza, you know. He liked to switch it up. I didn't like to switch it up. I got a pineapple pizza or a cheesy garlic bread every time. But like, yeah, and it was the same thing every single time. And there was this one
I'm
time
sorry,
where
the
we left.
podcast is over. She has pineapple on pizza.
Oh
The
my God,
podcast is
pineapple on
over.
pizza, pineapple on pizza is so good. But
You're one of them.
of course I'm one of them. It's
Mm-mm.
delicious,
I
stunning. Mwah.
I
Shout out to
thought
pineapple.
I'm not shouting that out. I
I'm
thought we were
shouting that
friends.
out.
I thought we were
This is
friends.
my podcast now. Shout out to pineapple on pizza.
I've been
But
hijacked, have I?
yeah. But like, yeah, there was one time we left the show later than we normally did, and to get back to his, we have to drive past the kebab place. And we were driving past, and they were like, you could see them cleaning down, and like they turned the. We
Oh,
saw that we watched them turn the sign round that said open to close as we were
that's
driving past.
killer.
I was nudging it. I was like, you're gonna have to call them. I've not eaten today properly. We're gonna have to call them. So then like he's like, oh my God, panicking, trying to find the number on his phone. So then we're sat in the car driving past, bearing in mind we've just watched these people close and like they're like about to turn the lights off, right? And he's like, oh, hi, you mate, are you guys open? And the guy on the phone just goes, yeah, yeah, we're open. And Jack was like, oh, sound mate. And then just places the order.
Oh
And
my
like,
God.
oh, we've just driven past and seen they're closed, but they're not closed, clearly. They're open now because we told them and asked if they can be open. But
I'm just curious what the cook thought. Who has to
oh,
cook your meal?
he probably hated us. But that was our post show tradition for quite a while.
Yeah, that's a good post-show tradition. Hissing off cooks
Exactly.
and closed
But
everything down, turned off the
honest,
gas.
honestly, it was so funny driving past. They're closing. Are you, mate? Are you open? Yeah, we're open. Of course you are. Now you're open, aren't you?
They're not going to turn down service.
Mm, especially not
Jesus
from us. They're
Christ.
number one customers.
Oh, yeah, of course. Number one customers in
Oh,
Beatdown.
in Vietnam, Town.
Oh my
God.
God.
And not as bad as the Chinese, though. Like, there's this Chinese place on the way from the house to the big main shop, right? what do you call it, like grocery store.
Oh, we
Whoa,
moved to America now.
yeah. I'm not going to specify the grocery store in case someone wants to come and stalk me. I'm joking, it's an Asda. But yeah, go past this house, go to this Asda, and there's this Chinese on the way, and like we'll go into the Chinese sometimes, and we'll get like we get the same thing every time. We just get a box of spring rolls and switch the sweet chili sauce for like the curry sauce. Just dip and walk on the way back.
Lovely
Have a nice
stuff.
little snack.
Ooh. Mm.
And as soon as we go in and like he starts talking to us, he's already typing in our order, like he knows what we want. He's asking out politeness now. And there was this one time they were like they just didn't understand what we were doing. And like the guy from the back who normally works with Hill came out was like, or was it the chef? I can't remember. I was like, they want this. Uh, they want spring rolls with curry sauce. And I was
Oh,
like, oh my God. And like,
that's when you know.
yeah, to be fair, I didn't go at this point. This was just Jack who went. And he called me and he was like, this is embarrassing. I was like, we're gonna have to find a new Chinese. We look like five.
Yeah, but spin rolls and curry sauce, man.
I know.
I'm not a
It is
veggie, but
it is
vegetable
hands
spin roll.
down it is
Oh,
hands down the best Chinese though.
so
Like
I'm more of an Indian guy than a Chinese. I'm not a massive Chinese fan in
no.
terms of
I
cuisine.
I do love an Indian, don't get me wrong.
But like,
I get paneer bhuna.
if I was to go Chinese, like you better believe there will be some spring rolls there. Especially our local, we'll go to our local Indian.
Mm,
He'll chuck in some bhaji's, he'll chuck in some, he'll throw, because we go there all the time. He'll throw
yeah.
so many things in, and it's like, Jesus Christ, like the kebabs that are like fat, like
Oh God.
massive, like chicken tikka kebab, no salad mayo. Um, glorious for the night, and I am happy. I'm good. I've just told everybody my order. I don't care. I am a happy boy from then on. I have a uh I have a baby like a food baby after it. I have a food coma, but I don't care. After that, you get the poppadoms, mango chutney. Oh, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking myself into being hungry here, and it's really not a good idea.
No.
It's
I'm
just
such
lush.
honestly, I'm Chinese all the way. I'm a Chinese. I don't mind an Indian, don't get me wrong, but
Oh, well, there's
oh,
that's like most
you know,
Chinese
when
cuisine
someone's
just isn't
like,
really for me.
right, like when they're hanging out with people, it's like, oh, does anyone fancy a Chinese? Oh, do you fancy a Chinese? Of course, I fancy a Chinese. I always fancy a Chinese. If someone texts me now and was like, do you want a Chinese? Yeah, I do want a Chinese. You know what I mean?
But
There isn't, there is
if I
never
was
a
to get a
time.
Chinese, don't get me wrong, a chicken chow mein is beautiful. But I haven't had
Uh,
one in so long that if I get one now, it will probably be the best thing or the worst thing. I don't know
want a
which one it'll
Chinese.
be, but like
I'm always in the mood for Chinese. I was,
my mom, because they're next to each other, my mom will go
mm,
to one for one thing, and they always give her an extra like sausage for the dog as well.
oh,
Um, and then I go to the Indian and get my very lovely and beautiful kebab and be very happy with myself. I'm very fat,
no,
but who cares?
Chinese all the way. Spring rolls, vegetable chow mein, curry sauce, get some seaweed, because why not?
Oh, you've killed it.
Seaweed is the most overpriced bit of cabbage you'll ever have because it's not even seaweed. Do you know what I mean? But
It's the
God,
worst thing.
no, it's
I can't
so
do it.
good. It's
You
so
and my mom
good.
are scary. Like she loves
Oh,
like my My mum is one pork chop away from being vegetarian. If it wasn't for pork, she'd be veggie. She just can't live without her pork.
God, I love your mum. Me and your mum are best mate.
Like,
I
she
might text her
loves.
now.
Go ahead, do it.
I will do. Can you come take over this podcast, mum? I miss you. Do you fancy Chinese?
Oh, mate,
Shout out
no,
to Adam's
don't just
mum
say yeah.
again.
Don't say yeah to that. No doubt about it.
Hi, your mum. Can I have a Chinese? Could you order a Chinese to mine?
Order a Chinese to beat town, please.
Oh, God, where is she? There she is.
191812 beat town. He's gonna be so
Are
confused.
you? Oh, God. Shout out to your mum
Shout out,
again.
shout out to my mom. Oh, she's the best.
God. Tell your mum I love her.
I'll make sure to. And then she'll watch it at work and be probably message you back. She always watches my podcasts at work
Oh, God.
and then gets annoyed when people call. She works on Switchboard. That's
Uh-oh.
the job. On nights, you're like able to, bring something in to watch because it's
Mm.
a different type of busy at nights. I I just got my phone and played games pretty much. So I was good for that. I did my
Oh,
job and I did it well, but
mm.
games.
Shout out to phone games again. For real.
The phone games. Shout out, man.
Shout out to Block Blast.
Oh, my mum's
God.
gonna be so confused. And it's the opposite. She'll come in here later, like, why you sent me a message?
I love. Do you like Block Blast? I love Block Blast. I think you'd love Block Blast too.
My mum's a big iPad gamer, so I don't know what she's got on there, but chances are what you're on about she'll have. She has a lot of iPad games.
God, I'm really into Sudokus as well. Sudoku games on my iPad.
Oh, I've got that on my phone. I love Sudoku.
I'm I'm so good at them. I'm like super quick at them now as well. Don't want to flex or anything, but
Which difficulty?
hard.
See, I'm on
See,
extreme at the moment.
like I'll play. Like when I just want a bit of a confidence boost to make me play, to make me feel better about myself. I'll play
Yeah,
easy because I can get that done in a minute. You know
yeah.
what I mean? A minute done. And I'm like, God, I'm good at this. Medium is when I'm like, oh, I've mediums when like I've got something to do, but like I'll give myself a bit. And then hard is for when I'm just having a bit of a laugh. I just want to sit and play my games.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got it on my phone, and I think I think I'm on extreme at the moment. I'm on
Mm,
one higher than hard. I forget which one it is, but I need to
yeah.
complete a few more in order to get the hardest difficulty, and
Ugh.
I'm struggling at the moment. There's some
What else? Oh, I'm just looking through my phone games now. Sorry. I've got the New York Times app.
Is that
So I
a
play Word.
game?
So
Oh,
like Wordle.
oh yeah.
It's got. Well, I'll show you now. So it's got Wordle. It's got connections. I've not done connections today. It's got strands. It's got the mini crossword. It's got letterbox. It's got tiles. It's got Sudoku. It's got all spelling bee. I'm not very good at that one. I'm not very good at spelling. It's got the normal crossword and all the other ones that you need to pay for as well, but I'm not paying them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But New York Times, great app. Rate that. What's this app called? It's a really good game. Cryptogram. Get on that.
Cryptogram.
Yeah, great app. Great game. 10 out of 10. I
I'd
sit
say
there for hours.
I think I've heard of it, but I can't say I played it.
Yeah, it's got like numbers, and each number correlates to a different letter, and you have to like fill it out and figure out what the sentence or phrase says.
Okay.
So cool.
I'm gonna have to have a look at that. I
It's def
definitely have to have a look at
it's
that one.
definitely one of them, where you need a bit of time to sit down and play it,
Okay, I want to say I'm
and like
one. I
you
can
think a bit.
genuinely be watching something like on YouTube or something like that, and I just turn away and just start mindlessly playing a game on my phone, and then I've missed most of what I've been watching on YouTube, so I have to put it back. Right. Uh, I don't know if downloading a cryptogram would be a good idea, but my crippling obsession will make me want to download it.
You should.
So
Honestly, it's so good. I love all my phone games. My iPad games are better because it's like bigger screen. I've got my pen and I can
yeah,
tap
yeah, it's
more.
like you feel like you're
But
probably think.
like for on the go
Hmm.
phone games. I don't have Block Blast on my phone now. I have that on my iPad. Like a big screen for that. Shout out to Block Blast again. Great game. God, I wish Block Blast would sponsor me.
I tell you what, they're getting some free advertising here. Jesus,
I know. Oh God.
this will go out on Tuesday, and it'll be like, you know what? We need to hire this girl.
Honestly, they should.
PR
Like Block
advertising.
Block Blast is for the girlies. I don't care. Everyone should be playing Block Blast.
I'm gonna have to have a look at that one as well. You know
Should.
what? You're gonna have to just send me a list, which I'm
I will. I will
having
send you a
said
list
that,
of
I'm a bit worried now.
I'll send you a list of all the games that I play, all the ones I recommend. I'll
Everybody who's
start my own
watching,
podcast.
have a guess at
I'll
how
start my own
much hate
podcast
this
and
is
be
gonna
like,
be.
guys, here's Kaya's weekly podcast, and I'm just going to talk about what games I've played this week.
You should. You should.
Oh, hey guys, I went last year. I had a Sims 4 phase again, so I've got Sims 4 on my MacBook, which isn't very good because like it gets really hot really quickly. Sims 4 isn't for Mac. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's so good. I made like my all my friends on it, and
My
then
brother
a
and I
bunch more
play
random
it.
people.
I've never really been one for Sims.
Oh,
I
I love
played it when
Sims.
I was really young, but I tried getting back into it, and it was just like I don't know, something about it just wasn't isn't for me.
Yeah. What
Like
else?
my brother
Oh, I
plays
random.
Footy Manager on his laptop, and
Mm,
um, I found out why he doesn't keep it on charge because when he's running for Football Manager on his laptop and he puts it on charge, it sounds like a
yeah.
plane is about to crash through
Oh
our
God.
building. It's that loud, and it's like, oh, that's why. I was like, yeah. So you sat in the living room, and it's like this thing is going to blow. It's loud.
Oh my God. I couldn't deal with
It's only when it's on charge, so we just he just tries not to charge it, which leads to the inevitable. So then you have to
that.
obviously.
Yeah. Oh my days. I couldn't deal with that at all. That's mental.
And I can say that because I know you won't get this far into the podcast. um, this went from a wrestling podcast to an iPad phone game podcast very quickly, didn't
Oh, as it should.
it?
Back to the rest.
Beautiful. Um, God, I think we've run through them. I think there's only one more question I can ask you, and that is to roll out the red carpet as Hot Ones say, and the floor is yours. How can people reach you? What are your socials? anything like that, upcoming events?
Oh my God, upcoming events. I've not got my calendar near me. My calendar's downstairs. I don't keep it in my phone. I'm old fashioned. But
That's fair.
yeah. Um you can check my socials and I'll probably say on there when I'm next doing something now. Um my Instagram is at Kiya Wrestler and so is my Twitter. And it's if you're old enough to use Facebook, I think it's facebook.com/ Kiya Wrestler. I could be wrong on that. Um what other socials do I have? I think that's all the socials, you know. Because like, oh, there was all these other socials, you know, that people started using for like a week. Like that's
Threads and
Threads.
things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've deleted that. I had it for like a week, and then I deleted it. I was like, what is the point? This is just Twitter. I'll use
Yeah, I think
Twitter.
I am gonna delete threads. I don't even use Twitter, to be honest. I use it to plug my my uploads and then just forget about it for 2 weeks.
Yeah. See, I don't post a lot on Twitter. I
Yeah.
like scrolling through it though and seeing what everyone else is saying on there. I like Twitter so I can be a bit nosy.
I
And like
don't even
some
do
people
that.
message some people message me on Twitter and I'm like, why are you messaging me on Twitter? That's so weird. Message me on something else. Do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, I just like using it to stalk people, and every now and again, there's like, I think I found out the Queen died through Twitter. You know,
So shout out
like
the Queen.
I found out her husband died through TikTok. So I was scrolling through TikTok, and then one TikTok pops up, and it's like, oh my God, the Queen's just died. Not the Queen. What is his name? Prince Philip.
Mm.
Mum's gonna be so disappointed in me. She's such a royalist. Like, I love her. Love the royals.
Oh,
Shout out to the royal
I'm
family.
the absolute opposite. I'm not a royalist whatsoever.
Oh no, my mum loves the royal family. Like, every year we used to watch the Christmas speech by the Queen. So yeah, but yeah, I was scrolling through TikTok and I just saw, oh, Prince Philip's died. It was like posted 1 minute ago. I was like, no way have I just found out that Prince Philip has died through TikTok. And he had died. I turned on the news and it was all black and he's dead.
I mean, okay. Just,
Crazy
I,
stuff.
it, it sounds really harsh, but I'm not a loyalist, so it kind of didn't
Mhm.
really faze me. I mean, it's the end
I
of an
do
era,
like
of
no
course.
I do like nosying and seeing what's happening with the royal family. Like I'm not like obsessed, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you know, when you see people with like pictures of them around their house and stuff, could never be that. But like I don't mind nosying on them, see what's going on, do you know what I mean? Let's keep up to date.
they're a different era now, though, isn't it?
I know. Shout out to the royal family, shout out to the princesses and the princes. Shout out to Kate. Hope she's feeling better. Give her my best.
Tell you what, when I upload this, she'll
Tag her.
that Kaya. Oh, wish him the best because we all know
Yeah, of
they watch it. Obviously,
course I do.
obviously.
They watch everything I do.
Fair play.
Oh God.
Yeah. Thank you for being my first podcast of 2025.
It's
It's
all right.
been an experience.
It's all right. You won't get better than this, don't worry.
Yeah, it's all downhill from now.
Uh, everyone, everyone else you talk to now is going to be dead boring and talk about wrestling. I've get put you onto iPad games. I've put you onto meal deals. What about everything?
Important
I've
stuff.
made your life so much better now. You're welcome. Everyone else,
Important stuff. It's always the important stuff.
exactly. We could talk
Oh
about my wrestling a different day.
yeah, yeah. Who cares about wrestling?
Yeah.
We
I
don't
do
go.
love wrestling though.
We don't talk about wrestling on the podcast. We just go on tangents.
God. I do love wrestling though. Love my wrestling. Follow my wrestling at Kiya Wrestler on
Hmm.
everything.
Please,
Don't follow me on TikTok.
I'll put
I don't
the
know.
uh links to all of her socials, including the TikTok she doesn't want you to follow down below.
I'll put my TikTok on private.
No, I won't put that on. I'll put everything. I'll put all the links down below. Please go and follow. Kaya is obviously brilliant. She's turned you on to iPad games and
Yeah.
Tesco medias.
If you follow me
And
on Instagram and message me on there and be like, yeah, what iPad game should I play? I will send you a recommendation
she has
for
got
free.
lists on lists on lists. There you go. I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.